The event saw the attendance of a distinguished gathering including government ministers, diplomats, members of the security forces and senior officials of APAD. The search and rescue team of APAD SL was also launched at the symposium.
Colombo is now one of the fastest growing centers of the country. So the more cities become congested, the more population density rise, the risk to disaster increases. So we have to be ready here in Colombo, particularly how and discuss and think and be prepared to have an inclusive and competitive city.
It is necessary to change the way we invest. We need to focus not only on addressing the consequences of disasters, but more importantly on reducing the underlying causes of vulnerabilities and enhancing the preparedness and resilience of people, communities and systems. The enhancing capabilities of our armed forces is one of the key areas that we are very much keen to see, because they are taking the full brunt of any such eventuality, given context is more fragile than ever due to climatic changes and unplanned urban development, which we have witnessed during last few years.
We've seen floods that took away hundreds of lives. The floods in Colonna, the floods down south in Gaul and Matra, and we've seen how quickly, in just a matter of a couple of hours even, that we can see such massive disaster in terms of built areas being completely destroyed. If you really go down to the bottom of it and consider why, you will see that a lot of the time these homes that have been built on places where they ought not to have been built. So you have to really address that issue, not from a disaster mitigation point of view, but from a good governance point of view. We understand that disasters must be avoided. Some we can't, so we have to mitigate them. And if and when they happen, we have to manage them. And we have to be prepared.
Between 1970 and 2016, Asia and the Pacific lost US dollars 1.3 trillion in assets due to natural disasters. The damage is steadily on the rise. A study on future impacts for the period 2020 to 2030 suggests that beyond measuring human costs, the Asia-Pacific region could account to 40% of the global economic losses resulting from natural disasters in the years to come. If governments are to protect their most vulnerable people, they must ensure that national development strategies are firmly grounded in disaster resilience.
At a panel discussion, Group Director of the Capital Maharaja Organization Limited, Siobhan Daniel, spoke on the role of media in urban resilience, lessons learned from disasters experienced in Sri Lanka. Lakshman Jayasekara, Project Director of the Western Region Megapolis Master Plan Project, Anuja Senviratna, Director of Mitigation, Research and Development Division of the Disaster Management Center, and Masataka Uo, Director of Planning and Coordination of the Asia-Pacific Alliance for Disaster Management, Japan, were some of the other eminent panelists at the symposium.